What's going on, guys? Today I am going to be reviewing the greatest horror movie of all time. Stephen King's It. Came out in 1990, as we all know, and it starred Tim Curry and a bunch of other people that I don't really know, so I'm not even going to try and say their names. I wanted to review this movie. I wanted to watch this movie the first time. I've never seen it. I watched it last Sunday in one sitting. I had a friend, I worked with about a year ago that hated these new It movies. But loved this one, and she said it was the greatest, whatever. And so I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. I wanted to actually go into it with an open mind and see what I could come up with. Or, if I could get what she's getting, And so I went into it with an open mind. And coming out of it, it's okay. But let's talk about my positives first. The first thing that I noticed in this movie that was awesome was Ben. Little Ben is awesome in this movie. He has a backstory that I didn't even realize this. There's not really a backstory to him in the new ones. He's just the fat kid and he's the new kid, and then that's it. He doesn't really have a backstory. In this one, they give him a backstory, and it makes Pennywise even more of a dick than he usually is. Because he has this backstory. His dad died in Korea, I think. And because his dad died in Korea, him and his mom are living with, I think, her sister and his cousin. And his cousin kind of pokes fun at him and beats him up and stuff like that. And you really feel for him in the first 20 minutes of this movie. And I thought that was really, really well done. And the fact that Pennywise, put on the form of his dad to try and lure him in is really, really deep. Obviously Ben is so insecure about that kind of stuff, and it made Pennywise more of a dick because he's feeding on Ben's fear of losing his dad, which he did. The scene where Beverly, the blood comes out from the sink, that actually kind of sent chills down my spine. It was actually really well done. The blood actually looks like blood. The balloon popping up and it splattering everywhere, and it's not as gruesome as the new one, but I think it was just as equally satisfying. Not satisfying in a horror movie kind of way, you know what I mean? Here, I'll put up the scene right here.
Closer, Beverly. We all want to meet you. We love.
So yeah, that, not bad. Little Eddie Kaspbrak. This dude, you just want to curl him up in a ball and say, it's okay, man. The first time that he got knocked down by Bowers.
That's for my asthma.
Oh, is that a fact, sister?
You wanted to just be it's okay, dude. You're going to be fine. One of the things that I did notice about this movie on a technical level is that the direction's actually not bad. There's a lot of long takes. And good long takes, too. Not the first 5 minutes of the Bye Bye Man long take. I'm talking about, actual good long takes that you could tell there was effort that went into this movie. And I actually really appreciated that. Okay, the picture scene. The scene where Pennywise, looking at the picture of Old Derry, and you see it kind of come to life, and Pennywise comes up, and he does that, and, he comes up to the picture, and he says hi to the kids.
I'll kill you all. I'll drive you crazy and I'll kill you all. I'm every nightmare you ever had. I am your worst dream come true. I'm everything you ever were afraid of.
I was smiling the whole time because I was that's genius. That's creepy, but it's also kind of funny, and it's just it perfectly captures what Pennywise is, and I love it. All the scenes in the sewers, I think, is really, really good stuff. As soon as they went down into the sewers for the first time, it automatically took me back to Nightmare on Elm Street. with the boiler room where Freddy Krueger is, like that. I mean, it's that kind of feeling, and I absolutely love that. I really think that they watched Nightmare on Elm Street and said, let's base the sewer scene off of Freddy Krueger's boiler room. One scene in particular, it's a little bit past halfway. Like I think it's like near the beginning of part 2. I could be wrong on that, but it's the scene where Mike and Bill are adults and they're on Bill's bike and they're like riding around, and it keeps on going back and forth from them being adults to them being kids, them being adults and them being kids, and it keeps on jumping back and forth. And I thought that was really cool. It was a little bit cheesy. There's like this music playing in the background, but I thought it was a good scene. I thought it perfectly captured like their friendship, and like no matter what, they're always going to be friends, that kind of thing. I thought that was a really effective scene. Now on to my negatives. It's not that scary. It's not. I have seen both It movies, as you know, the new ones, and I think those are tremendously scarier. This one it didn't scare me all that much. There were a couple of scenes that kind of got under my skin. Tim Curry as Pennywise is fantastic. He plays it differently than Bill Skarsgård in these new ones. He plays it more as just like a traditional clown, but then out of nowhere, he'll just start screaming and his voice is really deep.
And when you're down here with me, you float down!
And that's scary, all right? I'll give it that. That is some scary stuff right there. The way he screams and the way he's like, we all float down here. That's some scary stuff. I mean, only Tim Curry can get away with that, and I thought he was fantastic in it. I did not like the way this movie wrapped up. I thought this movie had the most anticlimactic battle, if you could even call it that, between them and Pennywise. It was, I don't even know what the hell was going on. I don't know. It was so anticlimactic that like I thought it was going to be like them kicking him, and then he fakes him out, like, and they're going to be like, oh yeah, we killed him and everything, and then he comes back even bigger and he puts up more of a fight. But no, it's literally just them kicking him. They rip his heart out, and then that's it. It's like 30 seconds, and then it's over. It's like, really? This movie's 3 hours. Couldn't you have given us like a 10-minute fight between him and Pennywise? Like, I don't know. I thought it was so anticlimactic, and I didn't like it at all. And then the whole movie just seems a little bit, I mean, it's obviously a made-for-TV miniseries, and so it's like you can kind of forgive some of the cheesiness, but it's also kind of one of its downfalls, because it's like, it's basically a 3-hour-long episode of Goosebumps. It really feels like just that. I mean, it's the same level of cheesiness as some of those episodes back in the 90s of Goosebumps. And so that was kind of disappointing. I thought it was going to be a little bit more serious than that. But yeah, anyway, that's my review, movie talk, whatever you want to call it. Hope you guys liked it. Have you guys seen the 1990 version of it? If you have, what did you think of it? What didn't you like? What did you like? And that kind of stuff. And as always, thanks for watching.